Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something that's, well, it's really close to the heart of millions in India and to their sweet tooth. We're talking about sugar. India is often called the diabetes capital of the world, and a huge reason for that is this deep cultural love for sweets. So the big question is, how do you even begin to solve a problem that's literally woven into the fabric of tradition and celebration?
And that really is the central question, isn't it? I mean, think about it. During festivals like Diwali, saying no to a laddu or a Gulab Jamun, it feels like you're saying no to the whole celebration. It can even feel like you're rejecting love from the person offering it. It's a massive dilemma.
To really get this, let's make it personal. Let's talk about Rajesh. For him, having 2 of those sweet, syrupy Rasgullas after dinner, that wasn't just a habit. It was his daily ritual, his little moment of pure joy.
But then, boom, a diagnosis that changes everything. Type 2 diabetes. And with it came his doctor's very clear, very stark instruction: no more sweets. Imagine that. For someone whose life always had this sweet little soundtrack, this felt like being told the music had to stop. Forever.
The real breaking point, though, came during Diwali. His mother, just full of love, comes to him and offers her homemade mithai, the very sweets he grew up loving. And that conflict between his health, his doctor's orders, and his mother's love, it was just too much. He completely broke down. And you see, right there, it stopped being about sugar. It became about culture, family, and who he was. Now, Rajesh's story, it's the story of millions. So let's zoom out from his personal struggle to the bigger picture to really understand the scale of this health crisis that's become such a normal part of daily life.
Look at this number. This single number from a World Health Organization report tells you almost everything you need to know. A staggering 77% of Indians eat sweets or sugary foods every single day. That's the highest rate in the entire world. This daily ritual is exactly where the national crisis starts. Okay, so to make this really hit home, let's break it down. Think about that one seemingly innocent Rasgulla. Inside that little ball of deliciousness is the equivalent of about 4 full teaspoons of sugar. 4.
And you can see how this just explodes. Rajesh's little habit of just 2 Rasgullas a day, well, do the math. It meant he was consuming about 1.5 kilograms, that's over 3 pounds, of pure, hidden sugar every single month.
So what do we do? The answer can't be to just declare war on our traditions. That's a losing battle. Instead, we need solutions that work with our culture. We need some classic Indian jugaad, that brilliant knack for clever, resourceful fixes. So let's look at 3 Desi food swaps for a much healthier way to indulge.
All right, we're going to explore 3 really powerful ideas here. First, we'll look at some Gur Date Magic you can use in traditional sweets. Then we're going to tap into the surprising power of bitter gourd. And finally, we'll whip up a quick and modern Chia-Berry Dessert. The best part? These swaps give you that sweetness you crave, but without that dangerous sugar spike. So here's the simple science behind that first swap, and it's pretty amazing. If you just replace that white, refined sugar syrup with a simple paste made from gur, that's jaggery, and dates, you actually cut the glycemic index by 50%. What that means is it has a much, much gentler effect on your blood sugar. It's a total game changer. Next up, bitter gourd, or Karela. Now, this one's like a double action solution. If you drink its juice with a bit of lemon in the morning, it can actually help improve your body's sensitivity to insulin over time. And for those moments when a craving hits you hard, snacking on some baked Karela chips can kill that sweet craving right on the spot.
And what if you want a quick, modern, totally guilt-free dessert? Try this. It's so easy. You just soak some chia seeds in a nut milk, like almond or coconut milk, until it gets all thick and pudding-like. Then top it with some amazing Indian berries, like amla or jamun. The result? A delicious, sweet treat with absolutely 0 refined sugar.
Okay, but changing what you eat is only half the battle, right? We all know this. The other half is a psychological game. It's all in your head.
So let's get into 3 really smart mind hacks that can help you control cravings before they even start. All right, trick number 1, the 10-second rule. When that craving hits, just stop. Pause for 10 seconds before you eat anything. You'd be surprised how often that initial impulse just fades away. Second, the cinnamon trick. Get this, a study from Ames found that adding just a pinch of cinnamon to your tea or coffee can slash your cravings by a massive 40%. And third, and this one's my favorite, you create a mithai bank.
The mithai bank is such a simple but powerful idea. It's about budgeting, not banning. You set yourself a weekly quota. Let's say it's 2 sweets for the week. Then you get to spend them whenever you want. So when Diwali comes, you can enjoy that special treat completely, 100% guilt-free because you've planned for it. You are back in control.
So the big question, does all of this, the food swaps, the mind hacks, does it actually work in the real world, especially when you're surrounded by temptation? Well, let's look at a real-world success story that puts these strategies to the ultimate test.
So this is Shweta. Every single Diwali, her challenge was the 5 kilograms of sweets that would flood her home. But this time, she took action. She made her own sweets using that date and gur paste, and before indulging, she had a small bowl of yogurt to curb her appetite. And the result? For the first time ever, her sugar levels stayed stable right through the entire festival. It's proof that celebration and health can absolutely go hand in hand.
Shweta's story just shows that it's totally possible to take back control without giving up your traditions. So now, the only real question left is, what's your first step going to be? Are you going to try that Gur Date Magic, or maybe harness that bitter gourd power, or whip up that delicious Chia-Berry Dessert? Ultimately, this whole thing is about finding a new kind of freedom. It's the freedom to be part of every single celebration without any fear or guilt. Because with just a little bit of care and a few smart choices, you can find that perfect balance where the real sweetness is in the moments you share with people you love, not just in the food you eat.